Greetings and welcome to Jefficho Films. Today we're going to talk about a movie I wish came out in the 80s because that would explain the effects, but it came out in 2006. So let's review Magma, the Volcanic Disaster. The movie starts out at a volcano in Iceland with an entire survey team out there just checking it out. They have a couple guys in the mouth of the volcano and a couple guys just setting up their research. And then they start to get some tremors, so everybody freaks out, calls for evac. But the terrible lava effects get them first. Everybody dies. Volcanologist Professor Dr. Shepard is teaching his class, and he makes the obvious joke.
Hence, volcanology, despite Mr. Taylor's earlier assertion to the contrary, has nothing to do with Mr. Spock or the Starship Enterprise. But rather is the study of the Earth's blood pressure.
After class, the lovely Amy Jo Johnson talks her way onto his team that's actually heading back out to Iceland for another volcano. But it's dormant. But much like every dormant volcano in this movie, it's gonna erupt. And they get out there, and it does. And they narrowly escape with rescue chopper.
Thank you. You okay?
Shepard visits his old friend and mentor, Dr. Valentin, who he developed a theory with called Exodus. Valentin has plans to head to Japan because he wants to be on the front lines again. It's been a while since he's been stuck in his wheelchair and he had to quit his job because he didn't really like it there at the United States Geological Survey Center. And he knows that Mount Fuji is going to erupt, so he wants to be there for that. Which is a mistake because he's there and it erupts. And his assistant, she had the chance to leave. He's just like, oh, tremors are going, it's going to erupt. You should go.
I said both of you.
Oscar.
You're a young woman and you have your entire life ahead of you.
You've been my entire life for 12 years. I'm not going to leave you now.
But I'm pretty sure she regrets it now. Shepard goes to Washington where he runs into his rival, O'Neill, who says his theory is shit, which is funny because he tries to steal his theory later. Discouraged, he takes his team to South America for another volcano. He calls his wife Natalie, who he's separated from. It's either an awkward conversation or a poorly written one. I can't decide.
I didn't call to talk about him.
Then why did you call?
To hear your voice, to see how you're doing.
Well, this is a little out of character, Peter.
Are you sure that's the reason?
Yeah, why?
The beautiful Amy Jo Johnson has a drink with him at the bar and learns about his situation, and she gives him some advice.
Don't wait too long.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
In Colombia, they explore a mine near a volcano and they end up wandering into one of the lava tubes, which looks like a regular tunnel. Needless to say, 2 more of his team die, one of them sidelined, gets stuck in a hospital, while we still have that cute Amy Jo Johnson and some comic relief sidekicks still alive. They go back to Washington where O'Neill has told the president of his Exodus theory, but he doesn't have a solution for him. Shepard does. He says nuke spots in the ocean to release this building pressure. Sounds crazy. I mean, the radiation alone is going to turn any sea creatures into giant monsters. But the president says he doesn't have a better plan, so fuck it, let's do it.
Mr. President, with all due respect, I strongly advise against...
Look, Professor Plagiarism, you had your chance. Now, whether you want to admit it or not, we are running pretty damn low on options and time. So if you have a better idea, I'm sure we would all love to hear it.
Shepard calls his wife who's on the job. She's a ranger at the Yellowstone National Park, and he says, get out. Nowhere's safe, but get out. She ignores him. But once shit starts going down, she jumps on that, and she's just like telling everybody to evacuate.
We have a situation developing, and we need you folks to proceed to the south exit as soon as possible.
Can we get dressed first?
Yeah, that would be a good idea.
So after several deaths and some lava attacks, she actually does save some people, and she survives, so... Shepard's on a sub that goes into the Mariana Trench, and there are other nations on other subs, even with Comic Relief Guy, and they go into other areas of the ocean, and they all shoot their little nukes off and release the pressure from the floor, which actually, saves the world. Except Comic Relief Guy, I'm pretty sure he didn't make it.
Of these eruptions.
We wrap everything up with a nice little bow as Shepard moves back in with his wife. I get it. She seems nice. And all we get is a little hint that the cute as hell Amy Jo Johnson is just gonna go date Injured Boy because he had a crush on her. The end.
Hey, I didn't hear you come in.
Just got back.
You okay?
Yeah. I'm really glad you're here.
Me too.
So we got some daytime TV made flick. Acting was fine. I mean, limited by the writing, of course. The special effects are what you thought they would be. Terrible. A little character development would have gone a long way because a lot of these guys died. So, he didn't care. So what was the point? And when they died, it was always by bad special effect lava. They jumped at them. I like the guy that, wasn't gonna move and just waited for the lava to get to him. That was good.
Today we are capable of learning more about Earth than ever before. But without our humanity, our scientific progress helps no one.
So unless you want to see a low-end disaster flick, or you want to see Amy Jo Johnson in a movie, which I did, I would skip it. Well, as always, guys, thanks for watching.